Well, we made it through day two, and it was a very busy day. We started off in the library, and we were actually there for the full 3 hours this morning, learning about just kind of a general overview of the library, but learning how to research some journals and some articles and some academic things like that. So that's really good for us all to, I think, get a refresher on that. It's been quite a while since I've had to do any sort of academic research like that, so it's really nice to see what's out there. And there's been some improvements to the databases and to the systems that they use, and that's great. We can get a lot of really new current research, which will be really helpful for all of the incredible amount of work that we have coming up. It's really going to be a lot of work over the next couple weeks, but I think that we're all kind of in the same boat together, and we know that, and I know that we'll stick through it absolutely. And this afternoon in our class, we actually had a guest lecturer for about an hour and a half, and he's the superintendent of schools of the Lethbridge School District. I believe that's number 51. And that was really, really fascinating to have him in and get his perspective on what IT leadership means to him and what his sort of his goals and outcomes and everything are. And it was really important that we got his point of view. And he was really a fantastic guy, a real people person. You could see that that came through. Very, very humble in what he had done with the board and what he hadn't done. He's been in the position for about 3 years, and he attributes a lot of his success to the people that work for him and to his predecessors and all that. So it's really nice to see the human touch that he brought. But he's absolutely on board with everything that we're doing. He understands the importance of it, of having a strong IT leadership program. He loves the fact that he's in Lethbridge and can have these connections with the university. And it was overall really, really fascinating having him here today. One thing that I'm going to challenge myself with over the next couple weeks is putting some of these movies together, is doing some sort of reflection. I'm going to try and do it daily, and that's what I'm doing right now. Everyone else has trotted down the hill, and they're probably enjoying their hamburger already, but I'll make it there really soon. I was having some technical difficulties that were starting to frustrate me a little bit, so I just took a break, and it just kind of came back. And unfortunately, it wasn't because of anything that I did, but my camera wasn't working, and now it is, so I'm thankful for that. And I've been thinking a lot over the last couple of days that I do have a lot to be thankful for, and I don't want to miss out on any of that. I want to make sure that I am enjoying every moment that I get to experience here, and I want to make sure I learn something from my professors as well as from the other students in my classes. We all have such a wide variety of experiences, and I think that it's to my advantage that I can draw on some of those experiences. One of the other teachers that I'll be working with on one of our projects is actually an online English teacher, and so it's going to be really interesting. She and I want to book some time together next week, once her family's out of town, to go through my course and her course and see, what is it that they do, what is it that we do, and I think that'll be really good for me to see what's happening in different districts within our own province. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm really going to try and push myself as well. Not just with technology, not just putting together movies, which I've never done before, but also with some of the academic work that we're doing. I've never put together a budget or a proposal or anything of that nature, so I think that's going to be really good for me to kind of stretch me out in different areas. There's lots that I do know, and there's lots that I have experienced, but there's so much more that I haven't even begin to touch. So I know that I'm going to take a lot away from these courses. We already have 2 assignments that I need to finish up for tomorrow sometime. I'd like to get them done for tomorrow during the day, so I don't have to worry about them tomorrow after school. We'll get a little bit of time to work on them in class, but there's a few things that I'm going to put together, and I'll be posting them to my blog as well, which I've never had to do that before either. So overall, I think it's going to be a really good experience, but I'm going to be pretty tired at the end of these 2 weeks.